Hello, this is my little tutorial on how I go about doing things. Step 1, we're in Photoshop CS4. I go to File and I go New. I usually do it in inches because I tend to know what I'm doing there. We're going to go with 10. And I make sure to keep my resolution at 300. I'm going to go with CMYK color mode at the moment. And then I press OK. And here's our square. I unlock background. I don't bother to name it. And I'm going to leave it white. I make sure to lock my layer, then select a new layer. And we're going to be drawing a basic circle for this. So, circle. Okay. I make sure to lower that. If it was a more complicated drawing, I would spend a lot more time on the sketch. But I only want to do a little thing at the moment. If I had been doing a more complicated sketch, I would have had a lot more colors and just to get more detail out. But for this, we're just going to do a circle. Now, I'm going to do it on the bigger side. So I'm going to go with 40. The brush I use this brush. We're going to have it on to 40, and I just have my Wacom tablet. Whoopsie. I have my Wacom tablet set up so I can press the buttons, but it's not working right now. Anyway, okay, so circle. That's a bad circle. That's decent. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, it could be lumpy. Okay, now I did that in 40 pixels, and I'm going to add some detail just to kind of liven up the form a bit, and I went down to 30. So we're going to do that. And this is just what I do. I don't know if anyone likes it or not, but I like how it looks. And I don't take too much time on it. I'm a very impatient person. That's one reason. And I just don't want to spend too much time. I want it all to come naturally. This looks okay. Okay, so once again, lock my layer. And now I can get rid of my line art. That looks all crisp and clean. Let's add another one. I am really quite fond of using the select tool. Sometimes it takes longer than just coloring things in, but I feel it doesn't take as much time. I don't know, I like using it. Boop, boop. And I'm gonna go with a orangey. No, I don't like that. Let's go with that one. Yeah, no, I don't like that either. Maybe that one. I already picked that one. Anyway, we're gonna place Command U. I want a Mac, and I'm just gonna alter it to the right color, maybe more saturated. Okay, there's really no difference between what I chose, but to me there's a difference. So here's that. Pretty lumpy circle. Let's see what I'm gonna do next. Then I'm going to press this button. I like this button a lot. I don't really use masks all that often. I don't know why. They're just kind of, I don't know. I never really use them. I'm using this on, let's see, what is that? It's radial setting. My opacity at the moment is at 62. I'm going to lower that down to 37 and start adding some purple. And I chose purple with according to the color wheel, but to me it just kind of comes naturally, but if colors do not come naturally, I do suggest using a color wheel. And I'm going to add just a little bit of red over here. Yeah, I'm liking that. Maybe a bit more of a neon yellow, just add some more. Yellow is my favorite color, and sometimes I tend to abuse it a bit. Ooh, didn't like that. If you hear any creaking, by the way, that's my rickety chair. Gonna blend in a little bit more. I'm liking that. I think it's okay. I'm gonna go a little darker over here. And yeah, I'm okay with that. So I lock my layer. Next, we're going to, oh, by the way, I should have done the gradient layer on another layer instead of actually doing it on the base color. At least it makes things a little easier, but so I have that on the minus symbol select tool. I'm going to do that. I'm making this pattern very simple just for an example. And now we're going to change back to that. We're going to change to black, and we're going to dye it black. Okay, now that looks bad, but we're going to use my favorite setting, which is overlay, and I like what it does. It just makes it look pretty. And I went across the form instead of going with it. Now you could have, for ball, it would be very simple. You could just, do whatever you want because it is a ball. But for this, I went across the form. Lock that layer, next layer. And we're gonna, a lot of the times I don't know what to pick for a color, so I choose something really random, right? Now this is 30, and that's too big. So we're gonna go down to 20. And we're going to add our details. We're going to go with kind of a fake wood grain. Also, any loud noises that sound like partying is neighbors, not me. I don't party. I don't have fun. I sit here and draw. Actually, I should be doing homework right now, but this is funner, so we're doing this instead. Okay. Make sure my eraser is the same size as my paintbrush because it really bothers me when it's like really way too small, but that's just me. Maybe you're very careful and not messy at all. You can use a ridiculously huge brush to do things. I can't. I also added random dots. I like how dots look. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Now, red doesn't work. It doesn't look as nice. So again, I press Command U and I drag the screen out of the way. And I think a blue would look nice. Yeah, like that, but maybe a little less saturated. Yeah, I like that. I'm also going to lower the opacity just a teeny bit, just to make it interesting. Now between this layer and that layer, I'm going to add just a bit more. Sometimes it doesn't actually work. We're going to go with that color for now, and I'm going to make some really big circles. We're just going to add some random things. They don't have to be too nice. Now, one thing this brush does is it makes these kind of little ripples, and I don't really like those, so I go over them again. Make sure to erase things. Make sure they stay in the outline. Sorry, I'm trying to be entertaining while I draw. I'm usually very quiet when I draw, so I'm talking. It's kind of distracting to myself. Okay. I'm sure if it's annoying to you, you'll say something. Okay, so go back to my eraser tool. 42, yeah, 42 sounds good. So we're gonna go like this, and we're just gonna make some patterns. Random dots again, because those are so important to everything. Try to come from all directions when I'm making the pattern on here. Oh, that was bad. They touched.